Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the All About Comics YouTube channel. Hope everyone's doing well and doing great. Enjoying their spring is in the air moment or moments. Um, so just want to do a quick video just to kind of recap some of my Planet Comicon experiences and pickups. Um, yeah, so I haven't been to a con in a minute, which I'm sure y'all understand. It's kind of been that way for everyone, I would imagine. That's at least the last couple of years have been weird. The last con I had gone to was C2E2 in 2019. Right? Yeah. Holy. Start putting that in perspective. That was 4 years ago, in March. So almost 4 years to the day, I suppose. Um, well, anyways, my lady and I, we went to Kansas City and decided to check it out, and it was her first convention. Um, I'll try and add some footage in if I can get it to transfer over properly. Trial and error. That's how we roll. So she did some filming for me while we were there. Mostly, I would say artist alley area, cosplay area. I only saw maybe 10 to 15 comic book dealers total. I mean, it's not like a small con. It's pretty good size, but um, regardless, that's kind of what it was. Um, but while we were in town, we went to the con on Sunday because I had no point to going on Saturday. I wasn't there to meet celebrities or get pictures taken. I was just there to look for books, and the cost of admission is not worth paying if you're just looking for books. Just gonna say that right now. If you've never been to one of those, it's not cheap, and it's if you're just literally going to hunt books, you're better off to do what we did on Saturday, which was we decided to hit up as many local shops as possible. Um, we ended up going to five, two of which were closed because they were at the convention, and three we went in and made at least a small purchase from each shop. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna show what we got. Most stuff is from the convention because I was hunting. I went there with one book in mind. That was it, just one book in mind, and it's a really hard to find book, of course. So I'll just spoiler alert: I didn't get it, didn't find it, didn't get it. So, but I did pick up a few other things. Um, so the first shop we went to, and I should have wrote down their names, but if you go to Kansas City, Missouri, there's lots of shops there, and I mean literally, I'm drawing a blank on all the names. That's all. But you know what? I'm gonna do a cheat. I can cheat because I'm filming. That's what I can do. So the first shop we came to was this. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. It was called Brute Squad Entertainment. Sorry about the pause. So they were the closest one to where we were staying. So we went there first, of course. Um, they opened around 11, I think, on Saturday. So we went there, and really small shop, gaming, more gaming than anything. But I saw this on their wall. Well, sort of like a wall. New release stand. And I was like, oh my gosh. Elf woman with a sword. Might as well sign me up. Turns out, as literally the day after we got back, I learned they're launching a Kickstarter. So this is called. Let me see here what it's called. Clearly, I'm not prepared for this video today, but that's okay. I'm just trying to throw some. Reign of Ages is what it's called. Just trying to put the quick video together so I can just kind of show the highlights of my Comic-Con experience this weekend. Okay, so then that was the first shop we went to. The second shop was called Bebop Comics North. And yes, there is a South. So we went over there, and it was like a very much a comic book shop, if you know what I'm saying. If you've been around a while, you know, it smelled like a comic book shop when you walked in. Like, it was just, there was tons to dig through, and it was kind of overwhelming at first because, you know, there's just stuff everywhere. Well, right away I saw a bin when you walk in, and it was variant comics in this box for half price, or half off the sticker, it turns out, because I did ask ultimately. So from that shop, I saw this really nice Michael Turner variant for Onslaught Reborn #1. And I wasn't going to pass up a Michael Turner variant for half price. So was happy to find that. That was the only thing I got from that shop. So from there we went to, I believe, Clint's Comics, which was at the shop, so they were, or at the show, so they were closed. From there we went to Bebop's North. Same thing going on when you walk in. Half price variants in this box up front. So from there, I picked up and they also had a thing where at this particular location that if it was not bagged and boarded, it was just cover price, which, you know, whatever, that's cool. So I picked up 2 variants and 2 well, I guess they are variants, but 2 cover price. So just picked this up half price because, you know, it's a cool looking horror Wolverine comic, you know, so can't go wrong with that. And I really like this David Finch cover for Ultimus 3 of Valkyrie. I mean, again, babe with a blade, right? So guilty. Anyways, I was looking, like I said, I was on a mission, and then my mission took me to this bin here, and I found the photo variant, or I guess it's a variant. I didn't even look. Snake Eyes from the G.I. Joe Hero Rise of Cobra movie. These are cool books. Like, I know people use them for signings and stuff, and I don't know that I ever would, but I don't know that I ever wouldn't. So grab that, and I had to grab this one too because, you know, you can't have anything. You can't have a Baroness collection without Baroness, right? So, yeah. So I had like a little mental list when I went to the con. Oh, and just that was it for the store pickups. There was a Back in Time comics and toys that we did not go to. We went to Clint's Comics, which I think I said that already. They were closed. And there was another one that was closed as well. That was over in, oh goodness, what? The other side of Overland Park. So in Overland Park, there's Elite Comics. They were closed. They were at the whatever, the comic book convention. Okay, sorry, I'm being distracted here, obviously. Maybe I should learn how to edit. So we went to the con on Sunday. I went there with my list, and we took a bunch of pictures of, you know, the Boba Fett and Mandalorian. I got a picture with a girl cosplaying as Wednesday. She had the thing on her shoulder, which was kind of cool. So, anyways, it took for a little bit to find actual comic book dealers. So this is everything I got from the con minus one book. So save that maybe for a different video. All right, you'll see a theme here. So get over it, I guess. This is a retailer incentive Baroness cover, 1 in 10. It was on my list of, like I said, I have a mental list and I have a list on my phone of stuff when I'm hunting. But this particular trip was supposed to be for one comic only, and it didn't work out. But I did find some really cool covers. And these are all from different, I think I bought stuff from 3 or 4 different dealers that were there. And one thing I will tell you guys, we were actually counting and keeping track of certain books that we saw on everyone's wall books, you know. And the one book that I saw the most of was Darth Vader #3. Most of them were the first prints. There was a second print, I believe, that someone had. And a lot of the stuff is so overpriced. As you guys know, if you've been to conventions, that's what happens. I'm not gonna, hee-haw around about it because that's just how it is. The prices are not eBay friendly. All right, so I found this book. I wish I would have noticed the giant spine tick beforehand, but it is what it is. It's another sweet Baroness cover, cover B. I like the art style on this a lot, so went ahead and grabbed that. The second most popular book that we saw on the wall was Bloodstone #1, the first appearance of Elsa Bloodstone. And people were all over the place with it. One dealer had a copy for 100, and the dealer across from him had one for 140. I'm like, that's a kind of a large price disparity there, but nonetheless, we were just cruising along, checking out everything. There was some really cool stuff, and there was just some, same old stuff, right? Like, I mean, I'm a modern collector more than anything. Another Baroness cover. So I didn't really stop at a lot of the vintage dealers. There was one guy I was just, I don't know, he was weird, kind of rude actually, but I don't know. I just kind of, maybe I was in a mood. I don't know. But had some decent conversations with people. A lady and her husband, they had a booth. I can't remember the name of their booth. Maybe it's in the video. I don't know. But they were super friendly and helpful and whatnot. G.I. Joe, Baroness Kiss cover. Got to get that. And most of these were $2. So pretty dang cheap. Another Michael Turner cover. This one is not a variant, but a Michael Turner Serpentor cover. You can't go wrong with that. Like, I'm not going to turn away any Michael Turner for $2. So there was one dealer in particular that had an entire short box of Adam Hughes stuff, like just all Adam Hughes covers. I was really impressed actually, because there was stuff that I had never seen before, and I wish I had a little bit of maybe a different budget, but someday, maybe I'll go back. Another Baroness cover. All right, and the last book that I picked up from the con was, I bet you can't guess, a Baroness cover. Just been filling in. I'll tell you guys, I picked up a book from one of the Bebop comics, right? It was a G.I. Joe book. Just some random number. I think it had like Cobra Commander and maybe Scarlet on the cover. Just kind of a cool, like 90s, late 80s pose, typical whatever. It was like $7, so I bought it just because I wanted it. And I get back, it looked good in the bag and board, and I opened it up when I got home, and the freaking cover's detached. And I'm like, what in the heck would you sell a detached cover for a modern book. Like that just doesn't make sense to me. So, anyways, it has no value regardless. It's not a big book or anything. I just wanted it for the cover. So I guess I'll have to pick up another one of those down the road. When I came back from the con, I had some stuff in the mail waiting for me, and that'll be another video. But I will show one book that came in the mail. This I have to thank my good friend E-Man Tony. He pointed me in the direction of this book. It's just cool. Oh, sorry, voice crack. It's the Cobra Kai #3 retailer incentive. If I can get it to focus, here we go. I bought it sight unseen, and the only disappointing thing is it's got some major color rub down here. I don't know how CGC will treat that book, but it's a pretty rare book in and of itself. But I appreciate him at least thinking of me when he saw it, and the video game covers are just cool. Plus the whole, this just seeps nostalgia, right? So, no big deal. I missed while I was gone, the 3-day return policy, whatever, passed, so I had no option to even return it at this point. So probably maybe I should have looked at the pictures better, but I learned that some sellers do not disclose these things, and therefore you can get burned. So no big deal to me. I'll just move it on. But yeah, so that was basically, everything that happened in Kansas City, and a lot of good food there. I'll tell you guys that if you're into barbecue, you got to go to Joe's. All the reviews say it's the best barbecue, and I cannot argue that. And I've had some good barbecue, so they were pretty spot on with all the reviews there. So, anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this short, just kind of putting in what I got from Kansas City. I've got tons of other books I could talk about, but I don't want to make this super long. Well, I guess I can show this book since I'm sitting here, and it's right here. This came while I was gone too. Weird War. This is such a cool book. As you can tell by most of the stuff in my videos, I'm a modern collector, ultra modern for the most part. But this is Weird, The Mystery and Madness of Weird War Tales number 24. A Luis Dominguez cover. And I saw this on another channel, and that would be, I'm so terrible with their name, Vintage Past Future Collectibles. Does that sound right? I'll put their link below. Such a great channel. I love that channel, if I'm just being 100% honest. I binge watched the heck out of them because I never heard of them until maybe like a couple weeks ago, when my good friends Hazel Dan had told me about them, and actually I think they mentioned them in one of their videos. So I went and checked it out, and sure enough, I love that channel and slightly obsessed with it. So I watch anything they drop and go and watch their backlog as well. But good dynamic. It's a father and daughter, I believe. He owns a comic business, and she helps out, and I think works full time for him now. So good for them. They're awesome. Highly encourage you to watch them. And then that will be it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me and doing whatever. And I hope that your comic hunting is successful. Spring should be here soon, I hope. I'm tired of the snow. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.